Hey everyone, we are live tonight from Virtue Field where the Vermont Green FC are just about 40 minutes away from kickoff against Blackrock FC for the second time already in this summer season. The Green beat Blackrock 2-0 in last Wednesday's meeting. Then riding high from a perfect start to the season, they returned home to a sold-out Virtue Field, but despite controlling the pace of play, Pathfinder forced a draw with a late tally. It's a good thing in sports though when a tie feels like a loss, that just means you're that good. But last season, this team learned suddenly how important every point in the Northeast Division can be. They missed the playoffs in just 2 points after a loss and a draw down the stretch. Tonight's game marks the second of 4 straight the Green play at home. The final 3 are winnable, though. We're joined now by head coach and sporting director Adam Pfeifer. Adam, thanks so much for joining me tonight.
Yeah, thanks.
So, what was the conversation like following the draw against Pathfinder?
Yeah, honestly, we went in the locker room and just said we're not going to talk about it. We'll turn the page and talk about it on Monday. So, we spoke about it briefly and then kind of parked it. Obviously, it was an incredibly frustrating result, but that's soccer. Like, those kinds of games happen, and that's kind of what that kind of game keeps me up at night. But it is what it is. We move on.
And as I just said, when a draw feels like a loss, that's got to mean your team is in a pretty good spot, right?
Yeah, we know we've got a good team. We know we have good players, and a lot of the games will be like that this year, where you're on top. But in the sport, it's really dependent on what you do in each box, and we didn't put enough over the line in our opposition's box, and then obviously there's one moment and we make a mistake, and maybe there was a foul, and they score a goal, and you lose 2 points. So it is what it is. We got to move on.
You've spoken a lot about getting the ball in the back of the net. What have you kind of done at training early this week to try to help that result happen more? Yeah,
it's something that we do almost every training session. We try to put ourselves in those situations where there's a lot of repetitions going towards goal, and it doesn't always show up on match days. The circumstances are different. There's not 2,500 people there yelling, and so we do what we can to try to help our guys in those situations, but really they got to keep their nerve on match day, and I think we'll do that tonight.
You guys played Blackrock last week. What did you learn in that game that you can try to implement tonight?
Yeah, they've got a lot of good young players, like athletic guys that are going on to really good schools, and there's always a bit of a rotation in these USL2 games, so it's not going to be the exact same team. We're not going to be the exact same. We're lining up a little bit different tonight, so you take what you can from it, but we try not to spend too much time focusing on it.
All right, thanks so much, Adam, and good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Well, the rain just starting to come down here at Virtue Field. We're hoping it stays dry, but as we heard from Haley, that might not happen tonight. Reporting from a damp Virtue Field, I'm Taylor Viles with Sports.